Wood Elf turn, he declares a charge with his archer unit on the flank of my men-at-arms, more specifically, basically the damsel, in order to get him out of the charge arc of those Pegasus Knights that I just put down really terribly. He makes that charge by quite a bit into the flank of the men-at-arms unit. The eagle bravely flies away from the mounted yeoman, trying to get closer to the trebuchet. His Waywatcher unit moves forward to shoot at the Pegasus Knights, and it ends up right behind the Dryad unit. Something kind of strange happened in the magic phase. He dispelled transformation, and so the damsel got small again and got put back in the unit. And we weren't really certain what was supposed to happen to the archer block. I know if the damsel was killed, we would move men-at-arms into the gap to cover her, but as she was an irregularly sized model and was placed outside the unit, I would think that you would just remove her, and it'd be kind of like if a unit was killed that they were only in contact with. As I don't see how you could move the archer block forward, and the men-at-arms can't move over. Overall, I just have no idea. We ended up just playing it as the archer's just stuck there. But if anyone knows how we're supposed to play it, either drop a comment or post in the DACA thread. In the shooting phase, he fires and kills off one of the Pegasus Knights of his Waywatcher unit. In combat, he only manages to kill one knight thanks to Fleshed Stone, by far my favorite life spell. And I don't do anything to him, but I win on ranks, standard, BSB, etc. He sticks around as he has a leadership 10 guy behind him and he's steadfast. In combat over here, he crushes my damsel, rips apart a bunch of men-at-arms, and they, despite being steadfast, they're only leadership 5, head for the hills. Top of Bretonnian turn 3, I decided I need to get rid of those Waywatchers, so I declare charge with the Pegasus Knights, and fail. They end up taking a wound for their trouble. They were about 19 inches away, so, a fail, but not by much. The men-at-arms rally and turn around to face the Treekin. The mounted yeomen move up behind the eagle again, and finally manage to put a wound on the damn thing. Here it is relative to all of my war machines and archers. In combat, he manages to kill a knight. I kill a couple of them. We both stick around. He moves his eagle up, and unfortunately places him in such a way that he doesn't really have line of sight to anything. He had line of sight to the back of that bowman unit, but just a small move and I'd get out of line of sight of him. He moves his Waywatchers up to get a better shot on my Pegasus Knights, and doesn't end up doing anything to them in the shooting phase. He rotates his archer block to fire at the men-at-arms. I think he intended to charge into the Treekin, and I asked him a couple times if he was finished declaring charges, and he said no, but they sat there in front of the men-at-arms, so they get to live again for one more turn. Here's a shot of the battle so far. At this point, things are going fairly well for Bretonnia. However, the men-at-arms block is in trouble, serious trouble. Losing the damsel hurts, and it looks like the Knight of the Realm unit's going to be up there for quite some time. And if that leadership 10 doesn't die off, that fight could go for the rest of the game. In combat, I kill off a Dryad. He doesn't kill anything. He sticks around. Alright, Bretonnian turn 4. I get a charge off with the Pegasus Knights and make it this time. Stand and shoot kills off one of the Pegasus Knights. So it's just the unit champion all by his lonesome. My archer block wheels to get out of the charge arc of the eagle. My yeomen move up to shoot at it. In magic, I heal the Knight of the Realm unit a bit, bringing them most of the way back to their starting size. In combat, my unit champion issues a challenge against his unit, and he refuses, so his character gets put in the back row, and then as a result, I kill 2 or 3 of them. They lose combat, they can't use the character's leadership, so they flee and get run down by the Pegasus Knight. It's a pretty big, huge shift for me because it allows me to break the Dryad unit and chase them. During the overrun, I killed 2 of my guys on the forest, but oh well, they got out of that damn combat that they're in forever. So things have, in one combat phase, massively turned around. Wood Elf turn 5, his Treekin charge my men-at-arms unit. His Great Eagle flies up into the corner to get away from some of my shooting, maybe line up a charge. His Archer block turns slightly and shoots and kills off a bowman. In combat, his Treekin kill off 5 men-at-arms, which is pretty low overall, actually, and they manage to stick around on Leadership 5. Bretonnian turn 5, everything swift reforms and moves that direction, trying to get those archers and those Treekin before the end of the game. My mounted yeomen move up, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, to go after the eagle, and overall the battlefield looks like this. In magic, I heal one of the Pegasus Knights back. In shooting, the yeomen finally kill the stupid eagle. And to celebrate their victory, the trebuchet manages to blow itself up while trying to shoot at those last 4 Wood Elves. I guess that'll teach me for trying to be greedy. In combat, the men-at-arms block just gets shredded by the Treekin. I didn't even have to roll a morale check, they all just died in hand-to-hand. Going into turn 6, this is what the battlefield looks like. The Treekin move up, trying to get in combat, I guess. At this point, he probably should have just tried to conserve their victory points, but he might have thought he killed the Pegasus Knights or something. In shooting, he manages to kill off, with 3 shots, 3 bowmen, which turn around and run, panicking the mounted yeomen who run, and everybody's standing right by the board edge. Bretonnian, turn 6, I charge both units into his Treekin unit, figuring that I can just finish them up, as opposed to risking either unit on just one. I believe over here the bowmen continued to run, but not quite off the board, and the yeomen rallied. I can't remember. One way or another, they didn't get off the table. Over here, my Knight of the Realm unit and my Pegasus Knight unit charged in and beat the hell out of his Treekin, beat him down to like 1 guy who broke and got chased down at the end of the game. So it went all the way down to the end with units still alive. The final tally is Bretonnia 1565, Wood Elves 345. Overall, my strategy didn't really work. I kind of pulled that one out by dumb luck, to be perfectly honest. I should have been more careful with how I charged in those units, and I should have run the men-at-arms block closer to the Knight of the Realm unit, so that I could have chopped through those dryads a little faster. If not that, then switch the targets. The men-at-arms would have done a lot better versus the dryads, and the Knight of the Realm would have done a lot better versus the Treekin. Overall, well played on my opponent's part. It's just really the game I think was a lot closer than the points make it out to be. I'm just not used to playing 1500 points. I think I need to take smaller units at this level so that I can cover more of the battlefield with more things. Overall, though, great game. Look forward to playing Rob again with his Dark Elves or Wood Elves or whatever else he wants to bring out. It's good to have the 2 oldest army books in fantasy going head to head every now and then.